The family of the late Joe Nyagah, the clergy, the Deputy President, William Samoei Ruto, distinguished friends of Joe Nyagah, and if they are enemies, I also acknowledge you. I will be very brief because time is against us now. But the first thing is to really convey my deepest condolences as a friend and also on behalf of my family upon the demise of Joe Nyagah, a good friend, an elder brother. But let me just say one thing, the picture of the Pentagon that was there, it's in the program. That was quite a moment. We were at the Ferry Park Hotel and we were preparing to go for the ODM party nominations. Tense moment, but there we were. Now, I want to talk about this because it was a humorous moment as well. And Anyang' Nyong'o is here. You know, Anyang' Nyong'o was also the IBC at that time. I can tell you those nominations were tense, exciting, but at the end of the day, after that nomination exercise, we stood together at that time and said, once you've gone through the process, and there's now an outcome, and at that time the outcome was that Raila had been nominated as the presidential candidate. We were left with two options, either to walk out and quit, or to unite and coalesce so that we can proceed to the next level. We chose the latter. We united at that time and we moved on. Why do I speak to this? I speak to this because Joe was a diplomat. Joe played a role in making sure that we remain together. Interestingly enough also, Joe was very witty, just like his brother, Norman. And I've seen the same wit coming through the son. And literally it seems to run through the entire family. Joe was witty. Joe could speak. Joe, by the way, understood the deep state. Mark my word, Joe understood the deep state. His father was a chief. His grandfather was a chief. His father became a minister. Joe himself became a minister. He became an ambassador. He became all those things. I can tell you, Joe would tell you things about state operations until you learn that what you see is not necessarily what you get. That was Joe, extremely witty. And his brother, this gentleman, gave us a lot of hell in Parliament. Kibaki made a good choice to make this guy a whip. Norman was perhaps one of the best parliamentary whips that we have seen in recent times. Cut from the same cloth. A chip of the old block. Nyagah Senior. He would organize Kibaki's government, and especially as in the build-up to the opposition, because he was first before the last few days of Moi and then after. This guy would organize the opposition so well. And we lost a lot of motions because he would cheat us that we are going to support this motion. There's no issue here. See, hii ni kitu kidogo tumekubaliana. And then we stream out as those in the government bench. You stream out, you disappear, you go to your offices, you do what? When he has established that the critical mass has disappeared, Joe Norman would come back to the floor and say, we want to pull the vote now. Mr. Speaker, what is that phrase you use? Can you put the question? My friend, we could do nothing. Magari zimeenda. You cannot rush back to that chamber. And this guy was able to get us into that kind of corner. But he and his brother worked so well together in spite of the political differences. A unique family. Very unique. You are brought up well. I can also take pride that I was in class with Rachel Murugi, that lady there. We sat on the same desk in Nairobi Primary School. She was brighter than me, by the way. But here we are today, bidding farewell to the brother, and we say, this is Kenya. Let us make ourselves truly Kenya. Let us unite. Let us not be divisive. Let us build consensus on many issues. Let us walk away from this notion that if you have a different opinion from mine, you have become an enemy. Let us make our civil service work, because the debate around the BBI has gone on and on and on. And I can tell you for free, we are reaching a stage where you are paralyzing the public service because one is looking and wondering, are you for BBI or anti-BBI? Let us put closure in a very well-organized way with broad consensus so that this matter is behind us and we can unite again as a Kenyan to focus on the recovery of the economy of this country. That should be our singular goal. May Joe rest in peace. May his family also find grace in God. And may Kenya become stronger. As Mayaka said, and life goes on. God bless you all.
Tumpigie makofi tena kwa sababu hasa kwa kunije